My wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I think I have heartburn. She goes, or maybe it's a heart attack. You know, your dad had one. And then she went to bed. Just leaving me to think on the thinking weed. So now my brain's going 100 miles an hour, okay? I'm sitting there, I'm like, you're not having a heart attack. You might be having a heart attack. You're not having a heart attack. You might be having a heart attack. So I did what everybody does in this situation now, right? When you think you might be dying, you don't call a doctor. Where do you go? Google. You Google that shit, because if you're a hypochondriac, Google can find it for you, right? So I pull up my phone, and I Google symptoms of a heart attack, right? But it's all in really tiny print, and I'm old, so I couldn't read it. I was like, fuck, I think I got blurred vision. Is that a symptom? I can't tell, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go in the bathroom, I'm gonna check my pupils, right? So I run in the bathroom, I check my pupils, and they are huge. I'm like, is that a sign of a heart attack? Or am I just really high, okay? So now the paranoia is going, okay? So I go in the bedroom, I wake up my wife, I'm like, honey, you might be right. I think I'm having a heart attack. And my wife offers sympathy right away. She doesn't even lift her head. She just looks at me and goes, you're not having a heart attack. Just go watch TV. So I was like, okay. So I went back, laid down, started watching TV again, right? But the pain came back, and I was still thinking. I was like, she's not a fucking doctor. How does she know I'm not having a heart attack? She didn't do a test, stick a finger in my bum, do something. I mean, I don't know if that's a test for a heart attack, but, give it a shot, see what happens, okay? So then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna Google how to tell the difference between heartburn and a heart attack, right? First line it says, most people can't tell the difference. Like, I'm most people. Right? So then I'm like, okay, I read in there, it says, if you're not sure, if you can't lift your left arm over your head, you might be having a heart attack, right? So I start doing this move, okay? Oh my God, that's my right arm. That is my right arm. Maybe I'm having a stroke. I might be having a stroke, right? And then it says in there that most men take 3 hours from the time they have a heart attack before they actually call 911. And I figured out why. It's because men would rather die than look stupid. Right? Like, we got to be 100% sure that this is the last. Yeah, you're right. Call. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to look stupid, right? We don't want to call the ambulance, know we're going to get billed for it, have them show up at our house, load us on a stretcher, get in the ambulance, right all the way there, and the doctor goes, okay, you're going to need some Tums. Okay. What did your wife say? Did she say you could come? Did she say that? Maybe check with her first, hey, buddy? Right, okay, so I decide, I'm not calling 911. I'm downtown Vancouver at the time. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna walk to the hospital, okay? That's my trade-off. I'm just gonna walk, but I gotta leave a note for my wife, right? Because I'm not gonna tell her I'm going, because I know what she's gonna say. So I just leave a note for her in case I don't make it back, right? I write, hey babe, went to the hospital. I think I have heartburn, but if it's a heart attack, you were wrong. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna die, I'm going out on a win, right, guys? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, take that. I mean, let her deal with that stress every relationship from now on. Every time he's got a cold, off to the hospital. So I walk to the hospital, and I get in there, and I start being like, all of a sudden I realize, I probably shouldn't be there. So I go to the guy, I'm like, listen, 98% chance it's heartburn, but maybe I'm having a heart attack, And they take that seriously at the hospital. He gets serious right away. He's like, oh, we need to do a test. So at first he puts a heart monitor on me, right? And he's like, you have an elevated heart rate. I'm like, yeah, because I think I'm dying. Wouldn't that be normal in this situation? Two people come in having heart attacks and all that, all calm, like, hey, dude, probably having a heart attack. Don't take your time. Don't worry about it. I'm on the non-thinking weed. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? It's cool. You got some chips? All right. Don't worry about it, right? So then, what they do is they send me for an EKG and a blood test, right? Because if you have a heart attack, it leaves a marker in your blood, right? So I go there and I have to wait for 2 hours in the ER, and it's like now 3 in the morning, and there's a lot of people in the ER on a Friday night in Vancouver at 3 in the morning. You're like, okay, that guy really needs, you should look at him, axe wound, right? So I'm just playing video games, waiting, and then they call me in. They're like, sir, can we speak with you? I'm like, yes. So I go in there, and the guy's like, we got your blood test back, and your blood work is immaculate. You're not having a heart attack. Are you a little high by chance? Like, yeah, I might have got some thinking weed. We've been getting a lot of that with people your age lately, okay. So I went home.